Eat these 4 proteins daily to restore sharp vision. Wild salmon protein. Wild salmon protein supports sharp vision by delivering omega-3 rich amino acids that nourish the retina, strengthen the macula, and help aging eyes maintain clarity. Some researchers describe this combination of protein and omega-3s as one of the most important nutritional supports for older adults who struggle with dryness, blurriness, or slow focus adaptation. The retina relies heavily on healthy fats, but those fats cannot reach the eye efficiently without the protein structures that carry them. Salmon provides both in a single source, allowing the body to transport these nutrients directly into the tissues that depend on them most. Many specialists point out that adults over 50 experience a natural decline in the fatty acids that support retinal membranes. As these membranes weaken, the eyes become more vulnerable to glare, strain, and dim light difficulty. The proteins in wild salmon help deliver omega-3s back into those membranes, reinforcing their structure so they can process visual signals more smoothly. Wild salmon protein also supports the tear film, which is crucial for maintaining comfortable, stable vision. The tear film is a delicate 3-layered system that protects the cornea, distributes oxygen, and helps images enter the eye clearly. When the tear film breaks down, vision flickers in and out of focus, especially during reading or screen use. Some eye specialists explain that the proteins in salmon help stabilize the oily layer of that film, preventing tears from evaporating too quickly. This becomes especially important after 50, when tear production naturally declines and dryness becomes more persistent. When the tear film remains stable, the cornea stays smooth, allowing the eye to focus with less effort. The amino acids in wild salmon also support blood flow behind the eye. The retina contains extremely small vessels, and these vessels must deliver oxygen continuously to support the high-energy needs of photoreceptor cells. Some studies highlight that the proteins and omega-3s in salmon work together to support healthier circulation in this region. Better blood flow helps the retina recover from daily strain, maintain stronger clarity, and handle sudden changes in lighting more comfortably. Adults who experience difficulty adjusting from bright to dim conditions often benefit from improved support to the retinal vessels, because nutrient delivery becomes essential to maintaining smooth function. Wild salmon protein also helps protect the macula, the part of the eye responsible for detailed vision. The macula handles the tasks that matter most to older adults: reading, cooking, driving, and identifying small objects. Over time, oxidative pressure gradually weakens the macula's ability to handle these demands. The proteins in salmon help carry protective fats and carotenoids that strengthen the macular pigment layer. This layer filters harmful light and supports clearer detail vision. Research suggests that consistent intake of these nutrients helps maintain pigment density, giving the macula stronger protection and reducing long-term stress that can dull eyesight. Another important benefit comes from salmon's role in supporting photoreceptors. Photoreceptors shed and rebuild their outer segments constantly, and this renewal requires a steady supply of omega-3s delivered through protein structures. Without these building blocks, photoreceptors weaken, which leads to slower processing and more frequent episodes of blur. Salmon protein supplies the amino acids needed for this ongoing repair, helping these cells stay strong and responsive. This directly influences how crisp vision remains, especially in dim or low-contrast environments. Some specialists also highlight how wild salmon protein supports the lens, which becomes more vulnerable to oxidative pressure with age. The lens relies on stable proteins to stay clear. Over time, oxidative stress can cause those proteins to stiffen or change shape. The antioxidants delivered through salmon help protect the lens from this pressure, allowing light to pass through cleanly and supporting sharper vision throughout the day. Wild salmon protein also plays a role in calming low-grade inflammation that builds with age. This type of inflammation often settles in the tissues around the retina and optic nerve and can contribute to fatigue, sensitivity, or heaviness around the eyes. The proteins in salmon help carry anti-inflammatory omega-3s into these tissues, allowing them to stay calmer and recover more effectively overnight. When inflammation stays controlled, the eyes feel more comfortable and maintain clearer, steadier vision. This protein source also supports the eye's fluid balance. Some studies note that omega-3 bound proteins help maintain healthy fluid drainage, contributing to a stable internal environment. Although salmon does not treat pressure-related conditions, it supports the tissues that help keep pressure stable, which reduces strain and supports clearer vision. Another benefit involves how salmon supports recovery from daily visual fatigue. Hours of reading, focusing, or using devices create microscopic stress in the retina. These small elements of strain accumulate, especially in older adults. Wild salmon protein delivers nutrients that help repair this microdamage, allowing the retina to recover more completely. Consistent recovery reduces the blurriness that appears later in the day when the eyes are tired. The amino acids in salmon also support the strength of connective tissues surrounding the eye. These tissues help maintain shape and alignment so that light enters correctly. With age, these tissues naturally weaken. The nutrients in salmon support the enzymes that maintain connective structure, helping the eye stay stable and visually efficient. Some specialists also mention how salmon protein indirectly supports the brain's visual pathways. The optic nerve relies on healthy fats and proteins to transmit information efficiently. Omega-3 rich proteins help maintain nerve membrane stability, reducing the visual sluggishness that some older adults feel when focusing in different lighting. Taken together, wild salmon protein offers a rare combination of structural amino acids, omega-3s, antioxidants, and protective compounds that work across every layer of the eye. When consumed regularly, these nutrients nourish the retina, support the macula, strengthen the tear film, protect photoreceptors, stabilize the lens, and calm inflammation. These steady, layered benefits help older adults maintain clearer, sharper, more comfortable vision as the years progress. Collagen protein supports clearer vision by strengthening the structural tissues that help the eye maintain its shape, moisture, and stability. As adults grow older, collagen naturally declines throughout the body, including in the cornea, sclera, and the connective layers that protect and position the eye. Some specialists explain that this gradual decline makes the eye more vulnerable to dryness, irregular light entry, and slower focusing. Collagen protein helps supply the amino acids needed to rebuild and reinforce these tissues, giving the eye steadier support during daily activities that demand clarity. One of the most important roles of collagen lies in the cornea, the transparent front surface of the eye. The cornea must stay smooth and evenly curved for light to pass through correctly. Age-related collagen loss can cause the cornea to become drier, thinner, or less uniform, which leads to blurry or fluctuating vision. Collagen protein provides the building blocks that help corneal cells maintain their structure. Studies highlight that when collagen levels improve, the cornea becomes more stable, allowing light to focus more cleanly on the retina. This stability supports sharper daytime vision and reduces the strain older adults often feel when reading or looking at screens. Collagen also plays a central role in the sclera, the white protective layer that maintains the eye's shape. When collagen weakens, the sclera becomes less firm, which affects how light enters and how the eye reacts to daily visual demands. Supporting the sclera with dietary collagen helps maintain healthy tension in the outer layers of the eye, allowing the internal components to stay aligned. Specialists emphasize that proper alignment is essential for clear central vision and comfortable focusing, especially when shifting between near and far distances. Another important function of collagen is its support of the tear film, which is necessary for preventing dryness and protecting the eye's surface. The tear film depends on a healthy corneal structure to remain evenly distributed. When collagen declines, tiny irregularities can develop on the cornea, causing tears to break apart too quickly. Eye health researchers explain that this leads to dryness, irritation, and inconsistent focus throughout the day. Collagen protein helps the cornea stay smoother, which supports a more stable tear film and reduces episodes of blurred vision caused by dry patches. Collagen also contributes to the health of the conjunctiva, the thin membrane covering the white part of the eye. This membrane helps maintain moisture and provides a protective layer against irritants. As collagen weakens with age, the conjunctiva becomes more prone to dryness and inflammation, which can make the eyes feel tired, gritty, or overly sensitive. The amino acids in collagen protein support the renewal of conjunctival cells, helping this membrane stay resilient and calm. A healthier conjunctiva improves overall comfort and reduces strain during activities that require extended focus. Specialists also point out that collagen supports the tiny muscles around the eye that assist with focusing. These muscles depend on strong connective tissues to contract smoothly. When collagen decreases, these tissues lose flexibility, causing the focusing system to feel slower or more effortful. Collagen protein restores some of the materials these tissues need to maintain elasticity. When the supporting structures function well, the eye can shift between different distances more comfortably, reducing feelings of fatigue and supporting clearer vision during reading or close work. The benefits extend to the lens as well. The lens relies on collagen-based fibers to maintain clarity and flexibility. Over time, oxidative stress and collagen breakdown make the lens stiffer, which contributes to difficulty reading small print. Collagen protein provides amino acids that support the maintenance of the lens's internal structure. Some studies suggest that better collagen support may help the lens remain clearer for longer, improving how easily the eyes adjust in different lighting conditions and helping older adults maintain sharper focus. Collagen also assists in supporting the pathways that help regulate fluid within the eye. These pathways depend on stable connective tissues, which weaken naturally with age. When fluid flow becomes less efficient, the eye may experience subtle pressure changes or slower nutrient transport to the retina. Collagen protein strengthens these pathways, helping the eye maintain a calmer, more balanced internal environment. A stable environment supports clearer vision and reduces the strain that comes from fluctuating internal pressure. Researchers studying collagen often highlight its antioxidant supporting role. Collagen production in the body is influenced by oxidative stress, which increases after 50. When oxidative stress rises, the eye's connective tissues degrade more quickly. Collagen protein helps provide the raw materials needed for repair, allowing the eye to better withstand this stress. Supporting collagen levels helps maintain the resilience of the tissues that hold the eye's delicate structures in place, preventing small distortions that can affect clarity. Another meaningful benefit of collagen protein is its role in supporting the tiny blood vessels that nourish the eye. These vessels rely on connective tissues to stay flexible and open. As collagen declines, vessel walls may become more fragile, slowing nutrient delivery to the retina. Collagen protein strengthens the supporting matrix around these vessels, allowing nutrients and oxygen to reach the retina more consistently. Better nourishment supports sharper, steadier vision throughout the day. Collagen also supports comfort by helping reduce microinflammation in the tissues around the eye. With age, small areas of inflammation can develop silently in the connective layers, contributing to heaviness, morning blurriness, or mild swelling. Some studies suggest that improving collagen intake helps tissues remain more stable and less reactive. When inflammation stays under better control, the eyes feel lighter, clearer, and more responsive. Collagen protein further supports the long-term stability of the vitreous, the gel-like substance inside the eye. This substance contains collagen fibers that help maintain its structure. As collagen decreases, the vitreous can become more liquid and less uniform, which may lead to more visible floaters or disturbances. Although collagen protein does not eliminate floaters, it provides nutritional support that contributes to a healthier internal environment. Taken together, collagen protein provides essential support across nearly every structural part of the eye. It strengthens the cornea, stabilizes the sclera, supports the tear film, assists the conjunctiva, nourishes the focusing muscles, maintains lens clarity, and reinforces the small vessels that feed the eye. These layers of support help older adults maintain a sense of visual steadiness, comfort, and confidence. When collagen receives consistent nourishment, the eye is better able to retain the clarity and resilience that sharp vision depends on. Egg protein supports sharp vision by delivering essential amino acids that help the eye absorb and use to protective pigments, lutein and zeaxanthin. These pigments settle in the macula, the center of the retina responsible for detail and color. Some researchers explain that eggs contain a form of these nutrients that the body absorbs more easily than plant sources because they are naturally packaged with fats and proteins. This combination allows the pigments to reach the retina more effectively, strengthening the eye's natural shield against strain and light-related damage that becomes more common after 50. One of the most important roles of egg protein lies in helping the macular pigment layer stay thick and protective. As adults age, this layer thins naturally, leaving the macula more exposed to bright sunlight, indoor lighting, and glare from screens. When this protection weakens, small text becomes harder to read, and adjusting to different lighting takes more time. Egg protein helps deliver lutein and zeaxanthin directly to the macula, giving it the materials needed to rebuild this shield. A stronger pigment layer supports clearer central vision, more comfortable reading, and better contrast sensitivity. Egg protein also supports the retina's ability to manage oxidative stress. The retina works continuously and requires strong protection to stay healthy. Some eye specialists describe lutein and zeaxanthin as natural filters that protect retinal cells from the high-energy light that gradually wears them down. Because eggs deliver these pigments alongside high-quality protein, the body can incorporate them into the retina more efficiently. This improved absorption helps the retina recover more effectively from daily strain and supports long-term clarity. Another benefit of egg protein comes from its support of the eye's focusing system. With age, the tiny muscles responsible for adjusting focus become less flexible. These muscles rely on steady nourishment to function smoothly. The amino acids in eggs help support the connective tissues and enzymes involved in focusing, giving the eye more stability when shifting between near and far distances. This support becomes especially important for older adults who experience moments of blur after prolonged reading or phone use. Egg protein also contributes to the health of the cornea by supporting cell structure and moisture balance. The cornea depends on strong, well-nourished surface cells to remain smooth. Some studies suggest that the nutrients in eggs help maintain the integrity of these cells, reducing the chances of irritation or roughness on the corneal surface. When the cornea stays healthy, light passes through it more cleanly, supporting sharper overall vision. Another important contribution comes from the vitamin A precursors found in eggs. These nutrients help maintain the health of the eye's surface and support nighttime vision. As adults age, pigment regeneration slows, making it more difficult to see clearly in dim conditions. The nutrients in eggs help support the formation of visual pigments that assist with low-light adaptation. This can help older adults feel more comfortable when moving from bright areas to darker ones or adjusting to evening lighting. Egg protein also supports the delicate membranes surrounding photoreceptor cells. These membranes rely on a steady supply of amino acids to stay flexible and responsive. When these membranes weaken with age, photoreceptors become slower to process light, causing moments of softness or delayed clarity. The amino acids found in egg protein help strengthen these membranes, ensuring the photoreceptors remain efficient and sensitive to detail. This support improves clarity during reading and enhances the ability to see fine textures. Some specialists highlight that eggs contain small but meaningful amounts of choline, a nutrient that supports the optic nerve. The optic nerve carries visual signals to the brain, and its function depends on strong cell membranes and clear pathways. Choline helps maintain this structure, allowing signals to travel more efficiently. When the optic nerve functions well, images appear more stable and less distorted, especially during tasks that involve quick eye movements. Egg protein also helps maintain the eye's natural tear balance. A healthy tear film relies on well-nourished cells along the eyelids and eye surface. These cells depend on amino acids to maintain their structure and to produce the substances that keep tears smooth and stable. Some researchers note that adults with low protein intake often report more dryness, irritation, and fluctuating focus. Eggs provide a complete set of amino acids that support tear quality, helping the eye stay lubricated and comfortable throughout the day. Another valuable effect of egg protein is its role in protecting the retina from blue light exposure. Blue light penetrates more deeply into the eye and contributes to oxidative stress. Lutein and zeaxanthin help absorb some of this light before it reaches the sensitive structures inside the retina. Because eggs deliver these pigments in a highly absorbable form, they help reinforce the retina's defense against daily exposure from digital devices, indoor lighting, and sunlight. Egg protein also supports the eye's ability to recover overnight. During sleep, the retina undergoes a process of repair and regeneration. This process demands a continuous supply of amino acids and protective pigments. The nutrients found in eggs help ensure that the eye has what it needs during this period of healing. Older adults who struggle with morning blur or slow focus adaptation often benefit from improved overnight recovery supported by protein-rich foods. Another important benefit comes from the way egg protein supports healthy circulation to the retina and surrounding tissues. Good circulation helps deliver nutrients and oxygen to the areas of the eye responsible for processing detail and color. Some specialists point out that poor nutrient delivery can lead to a gradual decline in sharpness. Egg protein helps support the tissues that maintain smooth blood flow, giving the retina a more stable environment to function in. Egg protein further supports visual endurance, the eye's ability to maintain clarity during long tasks. The retina expends significant energy during reading, driving, or screen use. Amino acids in eggs help support cellular energy pathways, allowing the eye to perform these tasks with less fatigue. Better endurance helps older adults maintain sharp vision for longer periods without feeling strained. Together, these benefits make egg protein one of the most effective natural supports for restoring sharp vision. Its amino acids strengthen the cornea and encourage smoother focusing. Its pigments reinforce the macula and shield the retina from harmful light. Its nutrients support tear balance, photoreceptor strength, and optic nerve stability. When included regularly, the protein in eggs provides steady, gentle reinforcement to the structures that help older adults maintain clearer vision and more comfortable daily eyesight. Lentil and bean protein supports sharp vision by providing steady, plant-based amino acids that help nourish the retina, protect the tiny blood vessels inside the eye, and maintain healthy glucose balance. These factors become more important with age, because vision depends heavily on stable nutrient delivery and consistent energy supply. Some researchers explain that plant proteins help support healthy circulation, allowing oxygen and nutrients to reach the retina more efficiently. Good circulation helps the eye recover from daily strain, maintain sharper focus, and handle bright or dim lighting with more comfort. Lentils and beans support the tiny capillaries that feed the eye. These vessels must stay flexible to deliver nutrients to the macula and photoreceptors. With age, the vessel walls can become less elastic, which affects how much nourishment reaches the retina. The amino acids in lentils and beans help maintain the structural proteins that keep these vessels strong and responsive. Specialists often emphasize that healthy microcirculation is essential for protecting vision, because the retina has one of the highest energy demands in the body. When nutrient delivery is steady, the eye remains clearer and more resilient throughout the day. Another important benefit comes from the fiber and protein combination in lentils and beans, which helps stabilize glucose levels. The retina depends on a consistent energy supply, but fluctuating blood sugar can stress the delicate tissues that process light. Some eye health researchers point out that repeated spikes in glucose may increase oxidative pressure in retinal cells. Lentils and beans digest slowly, delivering protein and energy without sharp rises or drops. This steady release helps protect the retina from sudden strain, supporting clearer, more stable vision for older adults. The amino acids found in lentil and bean protein also support the structure of the photoreceptors, the cells responsible for converting light into visual signals. These cells require ongoing repair to stay responsive, especially after years of strain from reading, driving, or screen use. Plant proteins help supply the materials these cells need to rebuild their outer segments. When photoreceptors remain structurally strong, the eye processes images with greater accuracy and speed. This support becomes especially important for adults who experience moments of blur during long tasks. Lentils and beans also supply minerals that help maintain the health of the corneal surface. The cornea relies on balanced moisture and strong structural proteins to remain clear. Some specialists explain that plant-based proteins support the renewal of surface cells that protect the cornea from dryness and irritation. When these cells stay well nourished, light passes through more cleanly, supporting sharper overall vision. Older adults who struggle with fluctuating blurriness often benefit from improving the structure of the cornea through nutrient-rich proteins. Another meaningful benefit of lentil and bean protein is its role in reducing oxidative stress. As adults age, the tissues around the retina and optic nerve face increasing exposure to environmental irritants and light-related pressure. The antioxidants found in lentils and beans create a supportive environment for the proteins and enzymes responsible for clearing oxidative byproducts. A calmer retinal environment helps the eye recover more effectively, reducing the feelings of heaviness or strain that can appear after a long day. The protein in lentils and beans also supports the production of collagen in the eye's connective tissues. Collagen maintains the shape and flexibility of the eye. With age, collagen naturally declines, which can affect the eye's focusing ability. The amino acids in plant proteins help the body maintain collagen production, supporting steadier focus and reducing the discomfort that comes from shifting between different distances. This benefit supports reading comfort and reduces midday visual fatigue. Lentils and beans also help maintain proper hydration within the eye. Good hydration supports the tear film, which protects the eye's surface and prevents dryness. The nutrients in these legumes assist the tissues responsible for producing and maintaining healthy tear composition. When tears remain stable, the eye feels more comfortable, vision stays clearer, and the risk of irritation decreases. This stability is especially valuable for seniors, whose tear production naturally decreases over time. Another important function comes from the role of lentil and bean protein in supporting nerve health. The optic nerve depends on steady nourishment to transmit visual signals efficiently. Some researchers note that plant proteins support the enzymes and cell membranes involved in these nerve pathways. When the optic nerve remains well supported, visual information travels more clearly, reducing the sense of delayed or foggy vision that can appear with age. The iron and zinc found in many beans and lentils also support the enzyme systems responsible for visual pigment regeneration. These pigments help the eye adjust to changing light levels. When pigment regeneration slows, the eyes struggle in dim environments, and transitions between bright and dark settings become harder. Lentils and beans provide nutrients that support these processes, helping older adults adapt more comfortably throughout the day. The fiber in lentils and beans also helps protect long-term vision by supporting cardiovascular health. The eyes depend on healthy blood vessels to supply oxygen to the retina. Stable cardiovascular function helps maintain strong retinal circulation, supporting a more vibrant, stable sense of sight. Specialists often highlight that dietary choices that support the heart also support the eyes because both systems rely on small, delicate vessels that weaken naturally with age. Lentil and bean protein helps support overall retinal resilience by supplying steady fuel for the cells that convert light into vision. These cells operate continuously and require a reliable energy source to maintain clarity. Because lentils and beans digest gradually, they provide a stable flow of nutrients that support visual endurance. Older adults benefit from this sustained support during long periods of reading, working, or driving. Taken together, lentil and bean protein provides a foundation of steady nourishment that supports almost every major system the eye relies on. It strengthens tiny blood vessels, supports photoreceptors, stabilizes glucose, maintains tear balance, protects surface tissues, and helps maintain collagen in the structures that hold the eye stable. These combined benefits make plant-based proteins a powerful daily support for restoring and maintaining sharp vision, especially as the eyes adapt to the natural changes that come with age.